this. Power overwhelming.
Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Troy, a very weird, very fun map. It's going to be TaeNgGu. He's back. He's going to play Shuttle today. He's been going through very famous Brood War players and sometimes beating them, sometimes not beating them, but man, he can hang. So, top left, it's going to be our blue Terran player. It is TaeNgGu. We've seen him in TVZs, TVPs. Oh, I need a TVT with TaeNgGu. Maybe RJB can supply me with one, as he supplied me with this replay. So the bottom left, it's gonna be Shuttle. Elder Statesman in Brood War, man. He's our red Protoss player today, and he likes shuttles. Hey, you knew that already, because he's named Shuttle. So this is Troy, which, man, if you didn't see my Battlecruiser Devourer game featuring Light and, like, who was the Zerg player? Soma? Something like that? Dude. I weird fun tag that thing. If you want it, let me know. Here's how this works. You can get out of this gap, but if these assimilators both die, you cannot traverse this with ground anymore. So, if you manage to kill an enemy's assimilators, you lock them in on one base, and especially if it's a Zerg player, they're dead. That's it. They're dead. So we've seen games. We have seen games in ASL, back before it was rebranded to SSL. But ASL games where that's happened, like early zealot pressure from a Protoss has shown up and been like, dead, now you're a one base Zerg, now you're dead, GG. Like, it's incredible. It's the stupidest map. And look, we have these at the expansions, we have these at all 4 spawn locations. Like, you can turn any of these into an island if you wish, no problem. So let's see if we get any of that here today. Look at this hard wall. My goodness, that's a hard wall. Like, no probe scout for you, sir. You don't get to see there's gas coming in. You don't get to see this is definitely going to be a barracks into factory play. On the other side, Shuttle takes his gas and says, you're right, I don't know what you're doing, so I'm going to play it safe. Let's get my assimilator up. Let's get a cyber core going. Let's make some Dragoons. Because if vultures start showing up and you don't have Dragoons, you're the saddest Protoss known to Protoss kind. Steve the SCV fighting here. Get him, Steve. Get him. But yeah, I need to know. I don't know if TaeNgGu. Oh gosh, do I have to look at this now? SSL 1 Brood War. See, here's the problem. When you rebrand like this, Afrika, now you're Soup StarCraft. Searching SSL is like, it's a security protocol in networking. So, oh my gosh, here we go. This is what we were worried about. This is what I warned you about. This Marine's like, hey, you stop that. The Zealot's like, no. And his buddy's coming up here too to help. And it takes 47,000 hits from a Marine to kill a Zealot, but Zealots don't kill assimilators immediately. So they might get one, but I don't think they're going to get 2 here. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, so now there's a vulture out. A Dragoon shows up, though, targeting a Marine? Like, target the vulture. Why are you not targeting the Volt? Oh, he's throwing up a bunker here, too. Yeah, get shots off on that vulture. That's how we do. This Dragoon is going to stay alive. Unless there's a sick repair by TaeNgGu. All right, man. This is what we're all about. Beautiful. Okay, so Dragoon alive with, like, no, dies. Bunker. No dudes in it. But once again, repaired vulture versus Dragoon is kind of awesome. It's kind of fantastic. And he's alive thanks to the repair. Buy enough time for that bunker to come up. Okay, Protoss player says, I'm going to take a Nexus. This SCV is running around like crazy, isn't he? Okay, so if we look... Oh, interesting. So yeah, so these are the players in SSL Season 1. I mean, it's not a huge group. Rain, Free, Mind, Light, Sack, Effort, Hero, and Soul Key. Man, that Zerg group is brutal. Way to go, Sack making it, though. And Mind. Rain's a monster. Freeze. Wait. Is this old? This is the wrong SSL. I'm like naming these players, and you guys are probably like, that's not right at all. Okay, so if we go to SSL page, Soup StarCraft League, and SSL 2024 Autumn, that's what it's called? Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. All right, anything crazy happening in this game? Not really, no. Starport pretty fast here from TaeNgGu. We might be dropping some vultures into Shuttle's base. We are making a robotic support bay before Observatory, friends, because we believe in shuttles with Reavers just as much as Snow does, says Shuttle. Okay, okay. All right, here we go. Online qualifiers, day 1. Yeah. I think this is, yeah. Oh, yeah. So here's all the... Oh, my gosh. The participant list is ginormous. There's a bajillion groups. Is TaeNgGu here, though? I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, better luck next time, TaeNgGu. We're watching you. We're watching you with interest. We definitely are. But, yeah, join the Discord server, man. That is where RJB talked about these different groups for SSL 1. Talked about his analysis, what he's expecting from each matchup, who's going to progress through, who the favorites are. So check it out. I mean, look, we're looking at Soul Key, who won the last 2 ASLs as being the dude that everybody's looking at, right? He's the one. If you can beat him, you feel like you've won the whole tournament. And maybe you'll have to do it to win the whole tournament. But Wraith coming in here from TaeNgGu, and that is, I don't want to say it's a hard counter to this, but it's sort of a hard counter to this. If the shuttle dies, the aggression is always over, every time. So the good news for TaeNgGu is he's got a second base rolling. He's at 38 to 36 total workers. He has an advantage there. Third base coming in from Shuttle. Here comes the Reaver. There's a siege tank. There you go. First shot absorbed. Scarab. Nope. No damage. None at all. Bam. Explodes harmlessly on a neutral assimilator. One shot on a tank and the shuttle's dead. Ooh, with one zealot in it. TaeNgGu shutting that down. Again, it's sort of one of the hazards of having your name be Shuttle. Everybody's like, I'm playing Shuttle. I should probably make a Wraith to deal with shuttle drops. And right you are, TaeNgGu. Smart stuff, dude. I'm a fan. Let's go. 2 more factories. 3 factories coming in simultaneously. I apologize. We'll see when it gets this third base up. That'd be a nice thing. More and more gateways coming in here from Shuttle. The third base timing during the Reaver attack is great. Really makes TaeNgGu afraid to move out, because what if a Reaver drop shows up again? But man, you shut down that Reaver drop so quick. I mean, the man doesn't have a second Reaver yet. That's how fast that was. I mean, it popped out now. There it is. But there's not even a shuttle. Oh, yeah. I mean, taking a third base would be great. Vulture speed's on the way. It's not there yet, which is why this Vulture is moving at the speed of molasses. Siege tank count looking all right. No tanks have died yet, which is a good little metric if you're a Terran player in this matchup to be like, hey, no tanks have died. I'm doing great. And then if 20 tanks have died, you don't feel as good about yourself anymore. You feel pretty bad, honestly. Armory working on a +1 attack here. Forge? Yeah, first Forge of the day coming in here from Shuttle. And we're just going to use the Shuttle to do a bit of a main art transfer down here to the third base for probes. That seems totally fine. We can do that. Why wouldn't you do it? There's a scan. And Observer got picked off there. 2 kills on this Wraith. A Shuttle and an Obs. Really not bad at all. Dude, that scan is disgusting. He's just like, well, that's a normal Observer perching spot. Let's just make sure that Shuttle can't see when we're moving out. How's that sound? That's pretty good, actually. If you don't know when your enemy's moving out and when they're moving in to kill you, it's tough. It's really tough. Now, as the game moves on, we will see players intentionally lock these doors. Like, I would not be shocked at all if TaeNgGu expanded here and locked this, just because you can't A-move Zealots and Dragoons into it anymore. You have to drop on top of it. You have to recall on top of it. It just completely shuts off a regular avenue of attack for Protoss. I mean, for everybody. For Protoss and Terran, right? Of course, it makes it hard for you to defend the base because you can't A-move your own units in here to deal with if it's been recalled. So it's a double-edged sword here for sure. TaeNgGu's at 100 supply. He's scanning, sees what he's dealing with. Definitely stuff on the high ground there. Wraith can check that out too and absolutely snipe this shuttle. It's going to be a dance here. Can the Wraith snipe this shuttle? Or will the Dragoons kill the Wraiths first? Oh, they jumped right on in there. One of them died. Shuttle lives. Look at this. Look at this Wraith trying to be like, come on. Come on, we can do this. Tanks, sieging, unsieging, creeping up, leapfrogging. It's what they do. Maybe trying to expand over here, Shuttle, but, maybe doing that right now is not the greatest of idea. This is a 2-base attack out of TaeNgGu here at 11 minutes. Okay, free pylon is free. Dragoons hold position there next to the Nexus. They don't want to get dragged into tank fire. The tanks keep creeping up, man. Siege tanks taking a hit from the Scarab. 1 tank down. Beautiful shuttle micro here from Shuttle. What else do we expect from this man? What else do we expect from this man? Who he is. I love this from TaeNgGu. I really do. He's just pressuring. One Reaver can only do so much about this. That gas is going to die. Knock it off. Dude, that's half of Shuttle's gas is represented in that assimilator. Yeah, Wraith dies. Tried to dive in too deeply to take down that Shuttle. Missed terribly. But yeah, dude, come on. We don't have Zealot legs yet because we've been holding off. We wanted to go for Reavers instead. Zealot legs is going to finish, though, here at 12 minutes. So it's not like we're never getting it. At all. But my goodness. What a battle this has been. This little contain here. You almost have to Zealot bomb this. Either Zealot bomb it or like stasis the thing. You cannot engage to this over ground. And I just don't know if there are enough shuttles to do that. 2 shuttles good. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes Shuttle trying to Zealot bomb the heck out of this, but the Zealot's getting evaporated by the Vulture count. It's a little bit too heavy for that to work out. Once the Zealots are gone, then the Dragoons don't want to walk into this. Okay, but with the help of Reavers, maybe they can. They push TaeNgGu back a little bit. They do not break the contain as more tanks keep showing up. They are +1 attack on the mech. We got no attack upgrades here for the Protoss ground units yet. He's working on a +1, but it's not really his priority right now. He's doing it, but like, it's dangerous right now. You notice he's not expanding over here. He was all set to do it, but he's like, I can't have room to expand. This is a 2-base all-in out of TaeNgGu. He doesn't have a 3rd base back home. This lack of gas, he took the simulator here at the 3rd, but he's not saturating it. I guess he's just making 9 Zealots at a time. Dude, oh no! No, Reaver dodged the spider mines. Reaver dodged the spider mines. Reaver gonna die now, though. Or is he? The Vultures are fighting him, but that's okay. And maybe with the swing around from the right side, these Dragoons are walking into spider mines a little bit. Reinforcements from TaeNgGu are coming in. The Dragoon count is pretty hefty, though. Not quite hefty enough to deal with these +1 siege tanks. As more tanks keep joining the party, Goliaths being added into the mix here as well. Scans trying to reveal what we're dealing with. And there it is. It looks like Shuttle has gotten TaeNgGu off of his front porch. That was touch and go for a minute there. Let's be honest. For a second there, you thought that might have been game 1 of a sneaky twofer, and TaeNgGu totally killed Shuttle with that push. No, he didn't. He shoved him away. Really excellently done. Bringing stuff from the right side, unloading on the southern side of the setup. Coming in from here, too. This Reaver lives miraculously. More scans, and he's just like, oh, just some Zealots running around by themselves. Huh? Well, we've got some Vultures here. They have 1/1 upgrades. They're pretty strong. Now, 3rd base ideas here from TaeNgGu. I really feel like here at 14 minutes, if you don't have a 3rd base, You better be building one, and he is. He is building a command center somewhere. No, really, though. Where is he building it? Right here? Right here. Okay. So he is going to expand over that way. Vultures cannot get into this base, not because the doors are locked, because Dragoons are blocking it with their body. Dropship just poking, I guess. Fake drop. I don't think there was anything in that dropship. Just trying to put some fear of drops, forcing Shuttle to invest in cannons. There we go. I like that a lot. Spider mines everywhere. Yes, Dragoons with range and an observer can clear those things out. No big deal. Just time. It's just time that you don't really want to spend the time, you know? Crikey. Templar Archives is coming in here from Shuttle. We're going to get a little bit of Storm there. Double Shuttle drops swinging into the main base. Who needs recalls when you have double Shuttle drops? Just kidding, he says. I'm not doing that at all, actually. And this is an island expansion, too. I guess it's more naturally walled off by rocks here instead of assimilators you can kill. But all right, all right. Yeah, both players taking these island expansion thirds. And all is well. So, fourth base is done in the bottom right here from Shuttle. Big deal for him. Storm's coming on the way. These Shuttles are trying to find an angle to attack in, but that barracks scouting is really good. The importance of that cannot be overstated. Like, if you're, I mean, come on, you're a Terran player, you're meching, flip that barracks over there. In the way of these paths. So, nobody has actually locked any of the doors on this map yet. I'm curious about that. I'm really curious to see if the first person to do that, which player it's going to be. Because I feel like we have to do it at some point, you know? Okay, so a bit of a calm has fallen over the map as these shuttles still try to find somewhere to drop. They're like, we can drop on top of the enemy if you want us to. This Vulture making sure this base doesn't happen without his know-how anyway. And it is a 200 supply Shuttle. He's moving up. He's got that +1 attack he's been working on for so long. He's working on a +1 armor upgrade as well as Kadarin Amulet for these Protoss units. Now, Zealot Legs, Storm, Shuttles. These are the ingredients that Shuttle has. He's got everything he wants right now. If he's going to take down TaeNgGu here. He's not going to go Arbiters, at least not anytime soon, but he will have... He's pretty far down the path. He just needs a Stargate and an Arbiter Tribunal at this point, and he'll be able to get there. So it's not like it's that big of a deal. Dude, this dropship group, though, is scary. Let's see if he can get it. Man, if you could set up tanks here, cover that choke, and simultaneously threaten that base, that'd be a fantastic position to land in. Look at this. Look at this beautiful drop. Man, I love drops. You know how much I love drops. I love drops. There it is. What did I say about that tank position? That is beautiful. Beautiful. Man, look at this. Coming back home, Shuttle's like, hold on, everybody. What is this? What is this drop? I didn't see this. You didn't. And that's dangerous. So we're going to go ahead and unload some High Templar in here. Ah, he sees the spider mine. The door's been locked. It's TaeNgGu who locks the door against the Protoss, so he can't get in here and save it. He has to shuttle in, which, here we go. Zealot bombing on top of everything. Unsieging the siege tanks. Storms dodging with the unsieged siege tanks, doing all right. Re-sieging. This base is in trouble. Another Storm does kill a tank. This High Templar's got 2 kills. I think it might both be siege tanks. Dude, 1 tank is such a difference from like 4 siege tanks in this situation. I know that's obvious, but my goodness, he did what he needed to do. Okay, there's 2 tanks. That's better for TaeNgGu, worse for Shuttle. Yeah, this High Templar stuff, really not bad. But denying all mining at this base for this long with this drop is disgusting. So, making some desperation DTs. Damn the Dark Templar out of desperation here. We gotta clean it up. Okay, lost some mining time, but not permanently, and that is what matters. You can put those guys back to work. You had to pull them for a second, but it's better than losing them all. 194 to 181 supply. Shuttle's up. Still a 3-basing Terran. Zealot says, hey, how about you not take that base if I don't know about it? There's a scan in on this base to see what we're dealing with. The dropships make it home. I think the dropships largely made it home. So TaeNgGu is going to take the 4th base at the 12 o'clock position. This is a ginormous Protoss army coming in to kill it, though. Yeah, never mind. Command center flees. Let's not do that. And then, oh, Shuttle. Partially locking the door here. Another drop. Are you going to unload, guys? No, it's a fake out drop. Fake out drop. Forcing some of these units to freak out. I don't know if it did that much. So he just kind of flew into some cannons and died. I don't know. I don't know if that got the value that you wanted it to, but I do like the idea of faking drops on this map. And making Shuttle think about it. Ooh, taking the center position here is really nice for TaeNgGu. He's got 2-2 upgrades. Protoss ground units are at 2-2 as well. So upgrades simultaneously at 2-2 for both players, which is weird for a TVP. Usually we'll see the Protoss player lagging behind in that measure. In fact, a lot of Protoss won't even bother getting armor upgrades. Just because tanks, it doesn't matter. Oh, Reaver tried to retreat from the tank line. Didn't work out for him at all. And he was going to try to expand up to this position, but never mind. Oh, why don't we land and take some hits from Zealots for no reason. Probes dying here at this 5th base for Shuttle. Bad time bears. That is, probe count is 44 to 40 right now. And never mind, it is now evened up, and now Shuttle has fewer workers, and not looking great. Trying to take the center position is Shuttle, marching in. Never mind, decides he's going to fall back here. That Nexus is dead, even if you drop on this. Look at these vultures coming in just in the nick of time to shut this down. I mean, all the High Templar were dead anyway. All the tanks died, but the Nexus is dead. Goliath count makes it pretty scary. 4th base, maybe TaeNgGu's gonna land it. I don't know. This center tank line across diagonally the middle of the map is kind of awesome. Oh, he lets this go. He decides not even to go for it. Just killing that base was good enough. Now he's gonna fall back. More scans just to see, is there anybody on my porch? Or can I actually move into this position and not die to Reaver shots? That'd be good. He does have that information. Fantastic. He's working on 3-3 for the mech. Pushing in here deep. Dude, TaeNgGu. If you didn't know who this was, you'd think this was like Light. You'd think maybe this was Flash. I mean, this is some great play from him. He's macroing like a baller. He's spending all of his cash. I mean, in fairness, his bases are mining out. So it's easier to spend your cash when you don't have a ton of cash, as the natural is completely out of minerals. And the main. He needs to get some guys over here post-haste, and he has to drop them in because the front door... Oh, it's only partially locked. Never mind. You can walk them. You can walk them in there. And this is deja vu. This is just setting up at the same position you were at. Like 10 minutes ago and being like, I'm back. Falls back a little bit. The storm is making him think twice about sieging right at the front here. Ooh, High Templar sniped, got the storms off, did what it was needed to do, but getting more storms from that guy would have been nice. What is this? Why is there just a group sitting here? Shuttle needs to either use these guys to attack something or try to come get a surround on this group and kill it. Again, Shuttle was patient enough the first time to wait until he had the correct setup to dislodge the Terran from this spot. So he's going to do it again. He's going to be patient enough. He's not just going to like panic and move into this like I would do. I would panic make like 20 zealots and go, rah! And then I would lose them all and I would die. But that's not what Shuttle does. He's going to storm. That cast dies again. He's going to storm. He's going to bring Dragoons in there too. Maybe drop some Reavers in the mix like he did the last time. High Templar unloads. Get a nice storm off. The closest tank takes the storms and dies. Low ground tank dies to storms too. But seriously, Shuttle, what is this? Why are you just sitting those guys there? I mean, I guess they make it so that TaeNgGu can't really get a 4th base that easy. But it makes the defense of your natural base a lot more difficult, and that means your main base is in trouble too. So we do have extra stargates or gateways being taken here. There you go. This island, third base of the bottom right expand is here, and TaeNgGu might be in a position to completely wipe out. Oh, he's locking his own doors. I just said maybe in a position to wipe out the main base of Shuttle, and then Shuttle tried to lock the doors against the incoming Terran advance. Is that still too small for Goliath to fit through? Like, Zealots can still fit through this. Marines can fit through it. I think Vultures can probably fit through it when it's halfway open. I thought Goliaths could, but I don't think they can. Or I think they would have come in here. I really do. Yeah, man. Troy. What a fun map. Finally, this base gets saturated for TaeNgGu. He's down 181 to 161 supply. Oh, and look at this. TaeNgGu decides to lock Shuttle in here on some level. No, almost. Vultures, can you get through here, guys? You're pretty... Okay, well, now we're locked up. Fine. Fine. But look at the mini-map. Look how much blue there is. Some of it is spider mines, which, to me, I always think that's army, but it's not. Kind of is, but also not really. Yeah, so now TaeNgGu, unless he wants to drop in this main base, that's now an island main base for Shuttle, he's just going to have to fire from the outside and kill what he can from this position. And finally, Shuttle's like, I guess I could use this army for something. And he goes right for the fourth base of TaeNgGu and completely obliterates it. Oh my gosh. This is disgusting. Zealots and Archons on these SCVs. They run for their lives. They know they're in a lot of trouble. Get on out of here. The ground army, they have to retreat. They did not do that very well. But guess what? Oh, he's locking the base. Also, Shuttle's taking this 6 o'clock. Dude, Shuttle. And he's locked himself in, too. So, yeah. The lock-in, guys. It's been happening. It took a while for us to get there, but once the first door was locked, I don't know what the Zealot's doing all the way down here. He's got 0 kills. And he dies with 0 kills. He'll come back as a Dragoon. Don't worry about him. EMP is getting researched. TaeNgGu decides, here, 27 minutes. Might as well get some EMP off. Yeah, I mean, Shuttle these guys are trying to stay alive. 4-kill Archon there. It's 49 to 35 workers for Shuttle. Now, Shuttle's in a good spot, right? Shuttle has this base, and he's got this base now. And this base is mining out, so it doesn't really matter as much anymore. And the assimilator is depleted. So, like, that's the slowest death of a main base in the history of StarCraft. Wait, can you get a tank through here? Is that as far as you can go? That has to be as far as you can go before you're stopped. Okay, this is interesting. So, TaeNgGu decides to take this as his new 4th base. And then maybe expand the top right spawn location here. Yeah, these guys are like, haha, your 4th base is mine. But the TaeNgGu says, I'll just expand here things. I think it'll be okay. I think I'll be alright. I've got 3 siege tanks now. I've got science vessels? Question mark? Yes, we have science vessels, and they can EMP. Alright, here goes. Yeah, TaeNgGu's like, I'd love to kill this base, but I can't walk in there. So the question is, can you set up your tank in a position to hit that? Maybe if you scan, you can hit that Nexus, but I don't know. I feel like it's intentionally placed far back enough that you can't. So then we just drop in. Everything that gets dropped in here gets immediately stormed, and the tank dies to the storm, and that's annoying. And then the Goliaths die to storm too, because storm's a great unit, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna maybe. There's a word about DTs. He's like, last time. Okay, we'll dematrix. That's fine too. Dematrix this tank. Shuttles getting out of there alive, slowly pushing on the 6 o'clock here is TaeNgGu. I'm loving it. This is a very, very strong push. The storms are defending, though, as well as they can. Okay. High Templar retreats. Oh, he was in the fog of war and he died. Look at that fog of war come back in. Incredible stuff. I love these spider mines are still here, by the way. These Dragoons are eventually going to walk into those and die, aren't they? That's a bad thing that's going to happen here. So it's still 52 to 35 workers. TaeNgGu's not really replacing his worker count all that much. EMPs the entire group of High Templar. Sick moves are sick from TaeNgGu. That is Gosu, man. And then Shuttle comes back in with some Zealots, with some new High Templar, and shoves it away anyway. But, dude, that was a killer EMP out of TaeNgGu. Big fan of that. Oh. Science vessel, a lot of HP, not gonna die to a storm. Not gonna die to 2 storms, actually. That's not bad. Not a lot of things can survive 2 storms in the StarCraft universe. Ultralisks are one, science vessels are another thing. It's not a long list. But the battle for the 6 o'clock base is intense. Is there enough here from Shuttle to defend it? He's continuing to shuttle new units in. It's a good thing he's used to shuttling, because if he wasn't, this would be a lot more difficult. I'm still waiting for these guys to do something. Shuttle just is having a great time today, just leaving units out there in corners of the map and not doing anything with them at all, which is weird. Goliaths want these shuttles so bad. Vulture's surprisingly good against Archons because they do bonus damage against Archons because everything does full damage. I guess not bonus damage. It drops up here. The Zealot drops up here to try to take down these tanks. The 2 armor plus 3 attack is really doing well for these Zealots, and Shuttle completely shuts it down. He shuts down everything. TaeNgGu has to bring all new units back here to the 6 o'clock to threaten it. 2 more shuttle or drop ships are here. I mean, this has been continuing to scan, see what we're dealing with here. Are either of these bases vulnerable? When there are High Templar at bases, nothing is vulnerable. No. Shuttles trying to sneak up this right side, which is where TaeNgGu's trying to expand. And he just, wow, okay, we're just going to drop where all the tanks are, I guess. Oh, it's a storm drop, and a bunch of SCVs die there. Dude, at least 7 SCVs died there. That was brutal. Back at the 6 o'clock, though. Dude, every time TaeNgGu gets a foothold in this position. Oh, hang on, did he do it? He might have done it, but guess what's coming in? More shuttles full of High Templar. The Goliaths are like, no, or Zealots, either way. Either way, these shuttles dying is a problem, but then that means the Zealots and the Dragoons don't die. So, like, this lock is incredible. If this lock didn't exist, this base would be dead. TaeNgGu would have killed it. Does he have enough to drop here and actually hurt this? He's going to send the units from there. It's 150 to 115 supply in favor of TaeNgGu all of a sudden. 46 to 29 workers, though. Dude, more High Templar get shuttled over by Shuttle. This shuttle's got a High Templar in it, but gonna die with a High Templar in it. Not great. 150 gas, guys. Those guys are not cheap. They're really good, but they're not cheap. What a fantastic match this is. Hit the like button, man. Subscribe, too. Recently hit 66,600 subs, so 666 across the board there. That's kind of fun. But it looks like this base might actually die now, or hey, maybe not. There's a siege tank here, but that's not enough to kill this Nexus in time. There's going to be more High Templar. Just shuttled over, unload, storm, etc., etc. D-Matrix going to eat an entire storm. Just kidding. Not eat an entire storm. It gets re-D-Matrix. That's hot. That's really cool stuff, man. No, dude, the re-D-Matrix on this tank is so sick. It is awesome. TaeNgGu, man, is he going to win this game? Is Shuttle in SSL Season 1? Best Bisu, Mini, Rain, Stork. Those are the Protoss players, so no, he did not qualify. But he did try to qualify. He was a participant in SSL Season 1, so no. Short answer there. Trying to clear these spider mines out. They've been here for an hour and a half, it feels like, but this is crazy. TaeNgGu, he couldn't get a 4th base for the longest time, but he has somehow managed to get a super upper hand position in this game. He's up 157 to 125 supply. He's got these 2 bases rolling. Shuttle has these 2 bases rolling, but 2 base to 2 base is not good. Another just mass High Templar drop here from Shuttle, just being like, Who does Zealot drops anymore? I'm going to High Templar drop your face. Look at how many High Templar have been in this game. How many have been produced? How many have been killed? I wish we had that information. I feel like it would be 50, maybe 60 High Templar in this game. It's been so many High Templar produced. Maybe overproduced, honestly. High Templar, once their energy is out, they don't contribute at all. So it's 150 to 108 supply here in favor of TaeNgGu, but a lot of that is High Templar. Kind of dead weight right now if you don't have a Storm available, and these guys they have 2 apiece. So they're going to be fine. A couple Goliaths show up. The shuttles are like, oh, we were going to try to do something mean there, but never mind. Storm dodged ably there. I think TaeNgGu has just done this. I don't think he needs to change anything about the stats, the current state of the game. He's on 2 bases. Shuttles on 2 bases that are older than TaeNgGu's 2 bases. That's a big deal. These are fresh mineral patches, sir. These are gone. This isn't even a base anymore. This is a 1-basing shuttle. Dude, Troy gives us the weirdest games. I am a huge fan of this map. I know the players hate it, and I know a lot of the fans hate this map too. But from a casting perspective, I love it. All right, so there you go. An actual Zealot bomb on these tanks. Shuttle gets the Terran off of his front doorstep again. I feel like he's had to do this a few times today. Good snipe on that High Templar, boys. Good snipe on that High Templar, too. Oh, my gosh, that one dies as well. 3 High Templar killed immediately by the Vultures. And now there is no Storm available for the incoming group. There are Zealots, though. Zealots are pretty good. Dude, this game's getting an epic tag. I cannot believe this match. I think TaeNgGu's done it, unless Shuttle can somehow scrape together an attack that wipes out this base. But there are like 7 siege tanks on the high ground, and you don't have any High Templar left, and you don't have any Arbiters because you didn't go Arbiter tech, but Zealot drops maybe are just as good as Stasis sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. And this base does get wiped out. Dude, Shuttle. Shuttle, 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 Shuttle. Full evac of every SCV at this base. It's 53 SCVs to 39 probes. 3-3 siege tanks, man. Not bad. Some high ground misses going on here. How is this Dragoon still alive? Yeah, and that's it. Shuttle doesn't have a follow-up. He taps out, and Shuttle leaves. TaeNgGu is our winner in 37 minutes and 21 seconds. What a reversal there from TaeNgGu. He takes down another legend. He takes down another legend. On his way to becoming a guy. He is going to be a guy, ladies and gentlemen. Just a matter of time. Maybe SSL 2. He'll be involved. Because, my goodness, this man. He's just too good. He's just too good. He played an excellent game today. He never actually took this base, which is hilarious. But once the relocation to this area was genius. Gave him access to this one as well. He got some turrets up in case shuttles come in. Very, very good thinking there. And yeah, great mix of siege tanks and Goliaths and Vultures with the science vessels for D-Matrix. EMPs were huge in this game, at least once. And yeah, wiping out this base, holding onto these bases, and recognizing these are newer than Shuttle's bottom right bases. If I can just hold this, make sure Shuttle doesn't take this base, then I've won the game. As long as this doesn't come back and this never gets taken, then we're good. We're Gucci. We're good to go here. My gosh, Troy is fun. It's effectively an island map, but also it's not an island map. It's a weird in-between position, you know? Yeah, I think that's fair. So Shuttle lost his natural base, but honestly, nobody cares because this was depleted and there are no minerals left. Didn't end up losing the main because of the door lock situation there. Didn't TaeNgGu fully lock it? I think TaeNgGu might have fully locked it, which is weird. But still had all the production down here, at least some of it. Some of the gateways got wiped out. But yeah, no real threats to the main base of TaeNgGu today. There was that little Reaver drop of the natural that did not go well at all. And I don't think Shuttle really ever tried that again. Beautiful storm drop, though, on this base towards the end of the game. But a little bit too little too late there, I would say. Maybe more Reaver drops would have been cool, except for the Wraiths that TaeNgGu seems very comfortable in making and controlling when trying to deal with those kind of drops, right? If you're just doing drops, that are part of, reinforcing a base, moving troops from one base to another. Yeah, Wraiths aren't going to be as good in that situation. So anyway, that was amazing. That's getting an epic tag. I mean, TaeNgGu, this guy, we gotta respect this name. 252,000 points to 250,000 points. TaeNgGu up by just a tiny bit. He outproduced Shuttle. He outkilled Shuttle. He lost more units than Shuttle did. 46 Protoss buildings were raised in 37 minutes. I mean, that's more than one building a minute if you can do the math. Resources, and that's an outspend by Shuttle against TaeNgGu here by just about 20,000 resources, a little bit less. But in 37 minutes is the thing. So not quite enough. Couldn't quite get up to another base. Couldn't defend the ones that he had all that well. And TaeNgGu wasn't exactly on fire otherwise, right? I mean, come on. TaeNgGu had 2 bases at the end of the game. It's not like he was on 5 bases. He was barely holding on as he was. But that was it. That was it, man. Just enough to win. So close. Against a legend. Can't ask for more than that. I'll bet he was hyped at the end of this game. All right, so GG. And that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered on Troy. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.